activities undertaken in preparation for making a decision are invariably affected by the amount and type of knowledge and experiences to which we are exposed through our social relationships. Summary. Denrell 2008 presents a very brief overview of representative studies in the area of indirect social influence, the impact of exposure to others' opinions and activities, along with prior experiences on the decision-making process. Denrell's interest lies in investigating the effect that indirect social influence has on the collection and processing of information prior to making a decision. He states that even a decision maker determined to make an impartial decision may fail to see how much of his or her prior knowledge is influenced by others simply through the amount and type of knowledge informing the decision. We may not be aware of the influence that our social relationships, both personal and professional, have upon the gathering and valuation of information and a subsequent decision, but the relationships are a factor in the process. For example, a person may gather a limited subset of the available information on a certain topic because a majority of friends present one outcome or opinion. Another may overselect employees with a certain skill set or background based on his or her familiarity with the profile. Basing learning on experiences will inevitably lead to biases. Related work includes Kahneman, Slovic, and Tversky, 1982, a collection of classic foundational articles on the heuristics used in making subjective judgments and the impact of the resulting biases, and Forgas and Williams, 2002, a solid overview of the field of social influence. Implications for engineering education. Instructors and advisors should be cognizant of the various influences affecting students' decisions and follow-on behavior. While it is not possible to monitor, much less control, all of a student's experiences and relationships, we can strive to offer positive and effective learning experiences in the classroom, laboratory, and office as a counterbalance to any negative ones. A student who observes repeated incidents of, say, perceived low achievement on assignments, instructor or teaching assistant inaccessibility, incorrect advice, or poorly functioning teams among his or her friends may reach the conclusion that a certain pedagogy, course, major, or career is not a good fit, and may ultimately decide to alter his or her academic pathway accordingly. For example, collaborative and cooperative learning activities are ubiquitous in the engineering curriculum. However, a student who is regularly exposed to anecdotal evidence of dysfunctional teams from his or her peers may decide to avoid classes in which teamwork is the main method by which the assignments are completed. If a sufficient number of classes qualify for avoidance, the student may choose to switch majors. It is important to recall that the brain's prefrontal cortex, the area governing planning, impulse control, and organization, sometimes referred to as the brain's CEO, refer to the link above, is still developing into a person's early 20s, the typical age range of many traditional undergraduates. A related research into practice document is a TIPS reporting on a study regarding opinion formation, with the finding that an individual hearing a given opinion multiple times from a single source may come to believe that the opinion represents majority view. The related implication is that the size of the social influence cohort does not necessarily need to be large to have an impact on a student's information gathering and evaluation process.